Okay, today we are going to create some implied textures. We talked about texture and how texture is how something feels. So if it feels bumpy, if it feels smooth like the paper, or if it feels kind of fuzzy like your arm or maybe your wrist or your skin. Today we're using some rubbing plates. These actually are bumpy. They kind of have ridges in them. Some of them are pictures of flowers. Some of them just look kind of like scales or like geometric patterns. And these have an actual texture to them. What you are going to do is you are going to put these underneath your paper. And you can decide which direction you want to create the texture. It doesn't have to, it can go either way. And then you're going to take a crayon and you're going to use this flat side, not the end, the flat side, and lay it on top. And you kind of want to have the texture plate sticking out so you get all the way to the edge of your paper. And then when you rub that on top, the texture comes out on your paper and creates a visual texture. My paper still feels smooth. If you feel your paper, it's smooth, but if I feel this, it's bumpy. This is the texture that I just created on my paper. Now if I want to keep doing this one, but maybe I want to use a different color, I can do another one and overlap it a little bit. And that's kind of interesting when I overlap it. Maybe I want to do this one all the way around and then do another one. However, we do have to share these. So if someone else wants to use that, they can. This one is kind of like a tulip. So I'm going to put that underneath. And I want to get my paper all filled in. So this one's kind of pretty. It's like a tulip. Maybe I want to do this one over here too. That looks interesting. Maybe someone else wants to use that one. And then I've got these. These are kind of bigger. This one's like a scaly one. This one kind of looks like bumps. I'm going to do this one this way. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to put it underneath. I'm going to see what it looks like when I do it this way. Oh, I like that way better. So it kind of sometimes looks different depending on how you do it. I think I'm going to do a little bit up here. You notice how I'm just kind of overlapping ones that I've already done? You want to have as much texture on there as possible because that looks even cooler. I'm going to do this is like a flower one right here. You can kind of see that green through there. Maybe I need to use a different color. Sometimes using yellow looks really pretty, or orange. Oh, you know what I decided? I think I'm going to do a little bit of yellow even on top of this one. That's going to look neat. Maybe I'll do this one over here. So I've already got my yellow. You can kind of see that, but when we start painting these, you'll be able to see it a little bit more. Now, do you notice how I'm still using the flat side? If you use the pointy side like this, it's not going to have that nice texture look to it. I've got one more that I haven't done yet. I'm going to use a little bit of pink. Overlap some of these things that I've already done. This is like a wood grain texture. I'm going to flip it over and see what this side looks like. Do some pink overlapping on some of this. You can't see it as well now because I have all these other textures. Put some in the middle there. Sometimes if I do a darker color, you can see it a little bit more. But that is looking really, really cool. So maybe I want to go back. If I have some more time, I can add another. That looks, you can see that one a little bit better. I want to make sure I get all the way off to the edge so I have all this texture covered up. So that's kind of fun. So after we've done that, we're going to actually paint these, and you'll get to see that next.